Hello there. I have a lolly in my mouth. It's a Chupa Chup. Strawberry and cream for anyone that wanted to know. It's delicious. However, I feel like it is not conducive with a professional streamer, which of course I am. So I will take it out of my mouth. One last suck. Yummy. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to my stream. Can I get in focus, please, camera? Can you focus onto me and not the background? Thank you. That's better. There we go. I fixed it. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the stream. I am Matt. I am the community manager here at Payload Studios. I need a haircut. Let's get that out of the way straight away. These bits down the sides, they are too long. I need to cut that off. And it's my job to sit here and talk nonsense, which I'm doing rather effectively, I think, right now. Well done, me. Give yourselves a shout out in chat if you haven't already. I say that because there are 2 people that have said anything in YouTube chat, nothing in Twitch. Twitch letting us side down. Twitch chat, come on guys, pick it up. So we have Mental Maker and Somnolence says hello. Welcome everybody. It's a pleasure to have you here. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm here to showcase some TerraTech goodness. And today we're going to be showcasing some community-made techs, community-built things in the form of, we call this Community Core. Now, this name predates me. Not like before I was born. That'd be weird, because I'm quite old. Pardon me. No, it predates my time at Payload Studios. I should say that. And so I don't actually know what it means. I'll be honest. I don't know what Community Core means. All I know is that it's an excuse for us to show really, really cool techs that the community have been building, and that's what we're going to do today. So yeah, strap in, because we've got 10 techs. I think we've got 10 different things to show. So bearing that we have precisely 58 minutes left of the stream, I'm going to need to rattle through them quite quickly, unless or we could go over to another stream. This could carry over to next week's stream. However, while I'm talking about next week's stream, we don't want that to happen, because next week we've got a very special stream scheduled. That is the new stuff stream. So regular viewers of the of the stream will know that the new stuff stream is where I come on and talk even more nonsense than usual about some of the new blocks and new content that are coming to TerraTech. So in this case, and I've been talking about it for a while, we're going to be showcasing the new Space Junkers blocks. So I've teased them a little bit on our Discord server. So if you're on our Discord, you may know what I'm already referring to, but there's loads more blocks to talk about. So yeah, next week, come join in. We'll have a whole new load of blocks to showcase. So that's going to be really fun. So it's really important that we get through all of these community core submissions today, as quickly and efficiently as possible, so we can showcase some of the new Space Junker stuff in next week's stream. So yeah, I hope that all makes sense. Now, this is the part of the stream that I talk about some news. However, not a huge amount of news to talk about from last week. It's been a pretty slow week. This is the time of development cycle for our updates, where things sort of quieten down quite a lot, just because of the way that it is, just because that's the reason. I can give that as a reason, just because that's happened. Yeah, so we're going to be no news. Sorry, no, there's no news apart from last week. So what happened last week? We talked last week about TerraTech Worlds. So TerraTech Worlds is released, and you can go and play and enjoy that if you so wish in early access. And I think that's really the main bits. Chat has died down. Now, I don't know if chat's broken or if people are ignoring me. And as I say that, someone messages. Ibrahim Murat says, why is there no variety of weapons in the game? Do you mean in TerraTech, in this game, or in TerraTech Worlds? Because in this game, I think I will say there is too many weapons in TerraTech. If you mean TerraTech Worlds, I don't know the answer to that. This is not... Okay, fine, you're talking about TerraTech Worlds. I don't know the answer to that, is the honest answer. Because that is not what we're talking about today. We're talking about TerraTech. Where there is a whole TerraTech Worlds stream. There's a whole TerraTech Worlds Discord. If you want to go ask those guys, feel free to head over to their channel or server. But today we're not talking about TerraTech Worlds. Not because we don't like it, just because I don't know anything. I don't work on that game, so I have no details on that, I'm afraid. So yeah, I hope that helps. I didn't answer anything that you asked, but I hope basically what I'm trying to say, don't hate me is what I'm trying to say. I'm a people pleaser. So yeah, if you could just not like me, that'd be good. Right, that was weird. Moving on. Let's just get into this week's scheduled programming, which is Community Core. So I already have the game loaded up, and I'm going to load in the first tech of this week's Community Core. Someone makes a really good point. And this is a good way to deflect any sort of negativity from coming my way, is to say that TerraTech Worlds is an early access game. So there's still a long, long way to go for TerraTech Worlds until we can call it officially released. So if you feel like there's things that are missing or things that need changing, the likelihood is that will probably change very, very soon. I think since they've released the into early access, which was only a week and a half ago, or nearly 2 weeks ago, they've already had 2 or 3, maybe 4 updates already addressing community's suggestions and ideas, which is phenomenal. It's a phenomenal effort that the team have put in. So yeah, round of applause to those lovely people, lovely boys and girls that have been working on TerraTech Worlds. Anyway, so yeah, moving on to TerraTech. Let's do that. Elvis C asks, what is this stream for? This is for TerraTech. This is for the OG TerraTech. Just got here, so kind of confused. So today, this is... Okay, so that's your introductions again. So I'm Matt. I am the community manager for TerraTech. You may recognize the name. I'm on our Discord server. I'm on some of our YouTube videos. I'm on some of our TikToks. And yeah, I do this every Wednesday at 4 p.m. UK time. And today we're doing a very specific type of stream where we're going to be showcasing some of the awesome techs that have been built by the TerraTech community. We call this type of stream the Community Core. I covered this earlier. I'm not quite sure why we do call it that, but we do. Yeah. So take it or leave it, I guess. That felt very passive aggressive. I didn't mean it to be that. I'm sort of filling for time because I'm trying to load this game. So Tetros is first up. Tetros of this week's Community Core livestream. They have a tech by the name of Mini Mogger. It uses a skin mod, which I don't have. So I'm going to just subscribe to the workshop item and hope that the game doesn't break when I try and load it. So let's load this in now. Let's go into here. Here we go. So this is the Mini Mogger. Now, as you can see from the thumbnail, it looks a lot more different in the, it's called the Beetle skin, which I think was made by Sharmoni. Let me double check before I give incorrect praise. Yeah, Sharmoni built this, the mod. So as you can see from the little thumbnail up here, it looks really, really good in green, but obviously I don't have that mod installed, so this is what we've got. But this is the Mini Mogger by Tetros. It has, well, it's a very basic tech, let's be honest, which is good. I do like basic tech, so it makes my life very easy. Okay, to be fair, Tetros does tell me to install the mod before, and I should have read that, and I didn't. Whoops. Moving on. That's a second. We can still look at it. It just won't look exactly how Tetros wanted it to look like, but that's totally fine. So what have we got here? We have missiles. We have the twin railgun on the back. We have a few massive fuel cells for the venture fuel cells. There's some plasma cutters on the front, some plasma cutters on the back. There's a dynamo generator. You don't really see those very often. So as I move around, our batteries should recharge. I don't really see any batteries on this thing though, so I don't quite know why we would need Let's take a look under the hood. Oh, okay, yeah, so there's some batteries here. There's 2 dynamo chargers. There's a heater repair bubble. Or, sorry. Yeah, a repair bubble and a shield bubble. And that's about it, really. On some 6 big old Geocorp wheels. And obviously some Hawkeye angled blocks to add a bit more streamlineness and a booster. And some... Now... Anybody know? I'm assuming these spoilers will add some sort of drag, maybe add a bit more stability to it, maybe a bit more straight line stability. Someone's saying it's got half a quad gun. Oh, I see what they've done. Sorry, yeah, you're right. Somnolence completely pointing out that I called this well, I didn't even know what I called it, but at a glance, this looked like it was one weapon, but obviously it's not because that weapon doesn't exist. There's a single railgun and a quad railgun, and this looks like the quad railgun just chopped in half. Very funny. Anyway, let's take a look at this thing. So this is... are we going to get any battery charge from just moving? Is that how it works? Probably not. Well, it's trying to. I can see the healing bubble trying to just power up a little bit. So the dynamo... So for those that don't know, this is the dynamo block. This is an R&D only block. I don't think it's graduated to the main game yet. It's a dynamo generator, and what it does, it converts. You can see as I move, it turns these cogs, and these cogs generate electricity or power for the battery, which is why you can probably see as I'm moving along, the healing bubble and the repair bubble are trying to charge, but unfortunately, the dynamo generators, even though there's 2 of them, there's one on the front and there's one on the back. So there's one here and there's one here. Don't seem to generate that much power. So yeah, these little blocks maybe. Oh, nearly. See, it's trying. It's trying. Oh, okay. Tetros adding some context to their build. Hey Tetros, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in. They say, hey Matt, this is based off of the last Moggy from the game Vangers. Let's see if we can find it. I'm going to see if I can find this game and see if I can understand the reference. So I'm just on. I hope it's on Steam because that's where I am. Yeah, Vangers. Can anyone spell this phonetically for me in chat? Oh, it looks kind of like Micro Machines. Shout out to Micro Machines, by the way. This is from 1998, so this is a hell of a throwback. This game looks crazy. Oh, it's overwhelmingly, but it's got 96% on Steam. I'm going to go to Google Translate. I'm going to see what Google Translate says about this word. 1 second. I'm going to pause the music so I can hear what Google Translate has to say. Hopefully it can come through the speakers as well. 1 sec. Vangers. That didn't sound right. Oh, it's thinking it's Dutch. If I tell it it's English, maybe we can get... Bangers. Anyway. Whoa, too loud. Excuse me if that blew up in your ears. So this is based on the Vangers game. And so if you don't know what a game is, it looks like it's a top-down asymmetric car or vehicle combat game. It's a sandbox game as well. This game looks great. This is like right up our street. The description calls it a mind-altering sandbox game that can be described as a racing role-playing adventure game with a complicated storyline. Tetros, this is such a niche reference. So I'm guessing, yeah, with the correct skin, this would look right on right on point. But unfortunately, I didn't install the skin. But just imagine this. But every block is green, but in a really cool way, right? Because Sharmoni made this, and I know Sharmoni's watching, so shout out to Sharmoni. What should we do with this thing? Let's take it to the battle arena, and we can see what this thing would really look. I'll try and get like a top-down view, and we can see what this thing really looks like from the OG game. Obviously, I can see it now. Green. But yeah, I feel like Tetros has gone to a lot of effort to try and replicate the original vibe. So I'll try and get a top. Okay, can't really get more top. Oh, I can zoom out. That's about as top down as we can get. So we'll see what we can do. I hope this is nostalgic for other people. Whoa, okay. Don't think we're gonna make. Maybe we are. Maybe we. No. Okay, fine. That wasn't fair, game. That was not fair. There was no way we could have beaten that thing. Did you see the amount of mortars that were on that thing? It's just not fair, is it? It's just not cricket. I could have piloted it better. Anyway, point is, don't forget. Oh yeah, don't forget to charge the batteries. Charge the mogger. I could have charged them. Should we? It's trying to charge if I move, but it's just not. There's just not enough power. The power that's being generated from the dynamo generators, is insufficient to actually power up, to even start powering up the shield. And oh yeah, through the console. Let's do that. Oh, Tetros saving my bacon again. What's the command? Is it power up? No, it's set energy to 1. There we go. Okay, fine. Fair enough. Thank you, Tetros. That was really, really useful. And Somnolence as well. By the way, Matt, I'd like to make at least one Space Junker skin. Still waiting for the template. Oh, Sharmoni, good news for you. We've updated it. Sorry, I did post this on our Discord. I was meant to ping you directly. But we have got the Space Junker skin sample, I believe, is in the modding textures pack. So if you want to go skin some or make some Space Junkers mods, go crazy. It's all on there. It should all be there for you. So yeah, go check it out. And also let me know when you've done it, because I want to see what they look like. All right, here we go. Let's try again. This should be more in our wheelhouse now that we have shields and repair bubbles. Yeah, haha. Easy. Oh, there you go. With the green glow, you get a more vibe. You get a better vibe. What key is it to open the console? Oh, Leads of Deeds. What a name, by the way. Leads of Deeds. It's the tilde key, which can change on most keyboards, but the one on mine is this one up here. If you double tap that, it may open the tech loader, but it will also open, if you double tap, it will open the... you see? I'm trying to do it now. If you double tap, it will open up the command console. So this only works in creative and R&D. I believe it may work in campaign as well, but yeah. I think so. In campaign, I think there's very few commands, if any, because basically it's just cheat codes. So yeah, go check it out. Neo the Fox, welcome to the stream, Neo the Fox. Long time no see. Welcome. If it's been a while, welcome back. It's good to have you. Cool. Right, let's move on. So this was really cool, Tetros, and I appreciate the throwback. I really like niche references, and I think that's about as niche as you can get. So really, really good. Oh, fun fact, they actually had a major update on this game on Steam. Vangers, on January 26th of this year. They enabled cloud saves. So well done them. Well done, KD Lab. Right, let's move on. Let me return to the teleporter. I was right by anyway. Let's return. Let's go back to the start position. And we're going to load in some more techs. So that took me nearly 20 minutes for that one tech. I've got a strong suspicion that we're not going to get through all of these techs in today's stream. Somnolence making a good point. Okay, this is all good to know, Somnolence. Somnolence does say, campaign has enabled cheats command, which will disable achievements in that save. So I am wrong then. You can disable... Oh, what is this? Sorry, I'm just trying to see what we've got here. You can disable... you can enable... cheats in campaign using the in-game command console. However, achievements will be disabled because yeah, you could obviously just cheat your way to getting the achievements, which isn't good. Anyway, right, moving on. Let's take a look at this next tech from... Who is it from? Let me find their name 1 second. This is from Cheetah. Their username on Discord is just Cheetah. The name of the tech is COG version 5. So let's take a look. I hope this is going to work. It's not working. Why isn't this working? It's because I'm not subscribed. That's probably why. I thought I did. Let's reload. There we go. COG is in... Cheetah Amazing is in chat as well. Welcome to the stream. Cheetah. Let's take a look. So... This thing's amazing. This is an excellent use of the Pharaoh skin. Pretty much every adventure block is... this tech pretty much comprises of all venture blocks, and with the skin, with the Pharaoh skin, it looks pretty cool. This block in particular, the weapon at the back, which is actually the avalanche launcher. Look how cool it looks. Big shout out to our artists, by the way, and also Cheetah, obviously, for making this. But our artists, they're really good. I don't know. Is it? I'm obviously biased. Our artists know what they're doing. This thing's amazing. Right, anyway, what does this thing has things to say about itself? So let's see what it says. So Cheetah, in the description, Cheetah has put. This is the description on Steam. The hopefully final version of the long-range killer machine. So Cheetah has been adapting and learning from comments to make this version, and they hope everything works. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments. I will likely respond within a week and answer them. Drive safely. I love the safety warning there, Cheetah. Well, first thing that I noticed, this thing is hella fun to drive. Let's go take this thing off some ramps. It's minimalistic, which is great. All venture bar the massive Hawkeye missiles. Yeah, all venture bar the Hawkeye missiles. You're right. Oh, and there's some GSO batteries. Are these GSO? Yeah, some GSO batteries underneath as well. But again, they've even got their own little skins on. So maybe we should skin up the Hawkeye missiles. Although the black kind of does complement the black from the Pharaoh skin. This thing is super nimble. Super nimble. We're not even going to get close, are we? That was embarrassing. Yeah. Things that I appreciate. A good bath. Things in life that I appreciate: a good bath, a hearty meal, and also techs that are really simple but effective. Really, really makes me feel good. So this is what it looks like with a fully charged battery. This front spoiler is so clever. It is so clever. We know what we're doing, you know? We know what we're doing. Anyway, where can we go? Where can we take this thing? I'm tempted to take it down a turret lane, but at the same time, I don't think it will last long. So I don't want to... Maybe we'll just take it to the... Maybe we'll put it in the battle arena, or... Elvis C on YouTube makes a really good point. Drive safely, they said, while loading missiles onto the car. Yeah. Neo the Fox says, the last thing I remember being added was the large solar panel. Large solar panel? That's some time ago. Cheetah says, they also have a poster version of the Halloween cog behind me. Cheetah! Hey! Sorry, I'm so famous and well known that I just forget people very easily. No, of course, sorry. I didn't mean that. But Cheetah, yeah, Cheetah, you won the... this is the cog. This makes sense. So, okay, here's some backstory, some actual backstory of this really, really cool. I thought I recognised this thing. So, back in October last year, the 31st of October to be precise, we ran a Halloween giveaway. So I asked the TerraTech community on our Discord server to submit their Halloween techs, and I would pick 3 at random, and the winners and those people that were picked would win TerraTech Halloween t-shirt. They would pick a signed poster of their tech, so we would take a screenshot or a snapshot of their tech, print it off as a big poster, and then I'd get the team. We got the team to sign it, and then we'd send that to the winner, to the winners, plural. And Cheetah was one of those winners. Of course, you were, Cheetah. And and this is one of their techs that won. So it wasn't this skin. It was a different. It was just the normal Venture skin, I believe, or it may have been the pink Venture skin. Pardon me. But now Cheetah is talking to me, to us, to everybody via YouTube with the poster right behind them. That's amazing. I love that story. That's an amazing story. Just it fills my heart with joy that has happened. Well done, Cheetah. This thing's brilliant. What can we do with it to have fun with it? I know. Let's take it to. Let's do a time trial. Let's do a time trial. Let's do the 900-meter time trial, because this thing's quite rapid. It's quite agile. It can turn quite easily. It's not going to have the high, because there's no boosters. It's not going to have the highest top speed. You can see the speed. I'd be surprised if we broke 120 kilometers an hour, just because there's no boosters. But what it lacks in high-end speed, it is incredibly agile and nippy. Did you watch the instruction video? I can lie and say that yes, I did, or I can tell the truth and say I didn't know that there was an instruction video. So take your pick. Take your pick which one you want to believe. Didn't realize there was an instruction video. I apologize. Sub 30 for the 900-meter time trial is a decent time. And you can see how I was talking whilst driving. I don't think that's against the law. It wasn't on a cell phone or a mobile phone, so I think I'm good. And also, yeah, I mean, I could probably get a quicker time if I focus a bit more on trying to get every corner perfectly. But, yeah, this thing's hella fun. Really, really fun. I think this would be a really, really good, because those missiles are so good and so powerful that this would be a really, really good early game, or just in general, just a good in general. Elvis said, I'd be more worried about the rockets than the cell phones. That's a really good point. I think this could carry you most of the way through campaign. Just this tech alone. So it's quick, so it can get through. It should be able to get up most. It should be able to get over most terrain. These little wheels do so much. Really so good. Just having one or two little a repair bubble and a shield bubble are really, really, really useful. And then just these missiles, they do so much damage and they're so effective at destroying other things that they'll carry you for quite a while. Cheetah saying that you can kill anything that isn't anchored. That's a bold claim. But I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. Awesome. Right. Cheetah, this is brilliant. Fair enough. Cheetah also says, had you watched the instruction video, you would have known. Yeah, I'll hold my hands to that. I'll hold my hands and say I did not watch the instruction video. But good work anyway. What time are we on? It's half past. We've got half an hour left, and I've only done 2 of the 10 submitted techs. There's no shot we're going to get through all these techs before the end of today's stream. So I'm not even going to try. I'm going to give each tech the time that it deserves. And then if we have to come back to them next week, we will do that. That seems fair. All right, moving on. So next up is Monarch. Monarch 7173. Let's return to the teleporter. Let's go back to the start. And I'm going to load in the Monarch, which is what is this thing? I need to find it on the Steam Workshop. It's just loading up now. I will then subscribe to it, and we can have some fun. For some reason, the internet's being really rubbish, so the Steam page isn't loading, and it broke. I literally got an error on the Steam Workshop item. Brilliant. Come on. If it doesn't work, I don't know what I'm going to do because there's no snapshots that we can go off. Anyway, all right. Is it going to work now? No, still not working. This is slightly worrying. I'm assuming I'm still streaming. Like, people can still see me. The game hasn't... The internet in the whole office hasn't gone down. Can anybody load Steam, by the way? Is anyone having issues with Steam? Is it just me? Oh, brilliant. So Steam has decided to break. No, it hasn't. We're fine. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, well, I think we're back in. So Monarch, Elvis is... Okay, fine. It could have just been us then. That was weird. Let's move back into the game. So Monarch has built a... it's called the Brute. Okay, this is what I mean. Something's going on. Something's going on with the Steam Workshop. There we go. And now it's not... Oh, there. Phew, right, this is getting anxiety-inducing. Here we go. So this is the Brute. This is Monarch's Brute. So this is a massive, massive land tank. Sets energy to 1. Let's get this thing charged up and get all these... Let's do this. Let's get into options. Let's do power up instantly. Let's hit apply on that. So everything's going to open all at once. That's good. So let me read what this thing has got to say for itself. Nothing. It is just a... Oh, hang on. Brute is a fast and ferocious tank meant to destroy adversaries with its unmatched damage for its size. That sounds like we need to go down the turret lane. Solo Play says, where are those tier lists? We're going to come back to the tier lists. It's been a while since we've done the community core, so I thought we'll just do a quick run of community core where we take a look at some community made techs. Also, there's some more. So the last corporation that we've got to do for the weapons tier list is Space Junkers, and they've got more blocks to come. So yeah, watch your space. Delta Squad was saying net lag. Yeah, net lag. Let's just blame the net lag. Net lag. Sounds like jet lag, but for your internet. Right, so this is the Brute. We're going to take the Brute down the turret lane. Again, regular viewers of the stream will know exactly what the turret lane is. For those that don't know, this is an iconic piece of TerraTech lore, which is where all techs that think they're worth a damn are put to the test. It's just a big line. It's a big lane of different turrets that get harder as you go down the lane. And it's just a good benchmarking tool to see actually how strong your tech is. If you can get to the end of the turret lane, you get my respect, which is worth whatever you want it to be worth. Somlet says trouble has taken over the stream. Bloody trouble. Right, so this claims to be quite maneuverable, which I would agree, it is quite maneuverable for a big tech. I also think let's take a vote in chat. If you think that this tech is going to survive the turret lane, say yes. If you think this tech is not going to survive the turret lane, say no. Get your yeses and nos in chat. I want to know how people feel about this tech and if we think it's going to survive the turret lane. I'm going to put my neck out and say yes. I think this thing is big. It has enough, railguns. There's missile. There's no missiles. There's rifles. And then there's obviously the naval gun on the top. But yeah, I have a strong suspicion that this thing will quite handily beat the turret lane. One thing that we always mention as well is the shield and repair spam. You can see there is plenty of repair bubbles on this thing, and also enough batteries to power them. So it's a safe bet that this thing's gonna survive. Panda Tower says, yeah, why not? Solo Play says yes. Under No Control is saying yeah. Elvis is saying yes, or yup. Cheetah saying yes. Tetros is saying yes. How much is this thing? It's going to be expensive, right? 3 million block bucks. This thing is hefty. Let's just see what happens. Okay, so the first turret without much of an issue. It does have missiles. Oh, they're from the naval cannon. Oh no, there's a missile silo in there somewhere. Yeah, sorry, there's loads of missile silos there. Fair enough. Now again, oh wow, I love seeing these turrets blow up. Regular viewers will know that the biggest threat, the biggest obstacle in the turret lane isn't actually the turrets. It's actually the loose blocks that they drop behind. They're the absolute bane of my life. Yeah, I mean, we're not even... How much battery have we got left? Okay, we've got half a bar. So this flashing bit means that we're half a bar down. Okay. I may have... This thing is just strong. People are saying we should put it against the almighty cube. Maybe we'll take it to maybe we'll take it down to the cube and see how much. Okay, it's not even close. It's not even... This thing... I don't know if we even lost a block. And we've still got 80% of our battery left, 90% of our battery left. Okay, fine. Let's really put this thing to the test. Let's go to... Where are they? Let's go to target practice, and we're going to put this thing against the mightiest cubes. Now this, I think the Omega Brick was done. I don't remember who made the Omega Brick. Was it Cass Blockger, who was this is from years ago. Was one of our very much more enthusiastic players. Built basically. Oh, the lore behind this was the original brick that lived in R&D, and then. But apparently this one wasn't strong enough, so we had to go and make a bigger one that was stronger and had a lot more batteries and shield bubbles and all that sort of stuff. So I got the TerraTech Community to build a better version, and we implemented that. So let's just see if this thing can even make a scratch on... I think it will, but let's find out anyway. Yeah, it's already ripping through that first layer. It's shredding through the batteries. The batteries can't keep up with the amount of damage it's outputting. That didn't last long at all. Okay, fine. I think it's safe to say this thing's pretty strong. Just ripping through the Omega Brick. That was kind of fun. I quite enjoyed that. That, by the way, was a lot more impressive than I'm letting you think that it was. This thing does damage. Maybe we should go and see actually how much damage it does. So let's go to the testing apparatus. Yeah, this thing is quite crazy how much damage this thing does. But we can get an actual number from the DPS target, the DPS meter. So let's line up these naval cannons. Let's get them all lined up. And I'm going to just hold spacebar and just see exactly. It might go off the scales. 29, 30,000. I think it's gonna level off at about 30,000 damage a second. So yeah, we're sort of somewhere between 22 and 32,000. So give it a bit more. Oh, 43,000. Okay. Yeah, this thing is a lot. Tetra saying, man, that was quite a zesty way to pronounce apparatus. I don't even know how I said it. Was it like apparatus? Did I roll my R's maybe? Yeah, Elvis C saying that's just one side. Yes, there's more battleship cannons down the side. There's more battleship cannons at the front. I thought there was this thing's really cool. Really, really cool. They've managed to cram a lot of firepower into quite a small space. Panda Tower saying there's around about 34,500 damage a second, give or take. The trouble with the DPS target, it doesn't give you it doesn't average it out. It just gives you every second how much damage you've done in that second, which might not be the most useful thing. Maybe we could get some sort of readout. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how we could do that. But, yeah, so you got to kind of use a bit of artistic licensing. Cheetah says, none of my creations stand a chance against that. Yeah, no, this thing it's beefy, but it's great, and I love it. So who is responsible for this thing? Monarch. So shout out to Monarch. Well played, Monarch. That thing is a beast. Exactly, Elvis. Well said. Yeah, well done. Right, moving on. Sebi, if you're still in chat, give yourself a shout out. Sebi. So we're going to load in their tech. Let's restart the R&D test labs, because I've done some damage, so I need to restart, and we can reload. Let's take a look at this techie tech that we've made. Under no control says, can I submit my tech? How does this work? Oh, okay, that's a good question. Under no control. So, oh, hey, Stevie, welcome. So this is, you're currently watching what we call the Community Core live stream. So this is something that we try and do on a semi-regular basis. We've not done one for a while, but this is the first one we've done for a long time. And basically what we do on this week on this stream is we showcase some of the awesome techs that have been made by the TerraTech community. So if you want to have your tech submitted to be showcased on the Community Core on this awesome live stream that I'm currently doing, you'll have to go to our Discord server. And in our Discord server, on the left-hand side, you will, under the where have I put it? Oh, under the general category, you'll see Community Core, the Community Core forum, and there there is a submissions thread. So you'll see it's called Community Core Submissions, the 3rd of April. It's effectively just a way for you to submit a link to a Steam Workshop page, or you can upload a snapshot directly to that thread, and then I can then go into the game and load them up. And take a look. Now, what would happen is I would lock that thread before the stream starts, so I know that I'm starting the stream with a set amount of techs. However, because I'm only 3 techs in, and we've only got 15 minutes left of this week's stream, I'm definitely not going to get through all of these techs. So what I am going to do, if you do want to submit something to this sort of round of Community Core techs, at the end of this week's stream, I'm going to reopen the thread. I'll link it in chat now, just so we all have it. Let me find it. I'm going to copy link. Hopefully this works for everybody. But I'm going to put this in chat. So this should be in Twitch chat and YouTube chat and Facebook chat as well. That is a link to the Community Core thread. It's currently locked, so you won't be able to submit anything now. But after this stream, I'm going to unlock it, and then you'll be able to go in and submit something. Cheetah asking, can I do a second tech? Not for now, because we've already had something from you for this round. These rules are entirely arbitrary, by the way. I'm definitely making these rules up as I go along, but just try and make it fair for people. so we can try and show off as many different people's techs as possible. I'll leave it to one per person for now, and then we can take a look at a future community call further down the line. We can take a look. I hope that makes sense. Cool. Cheetah says fair enough. Good. Anyway, back to Sebi's tech. So let's take a look at this. Let's load. Have I got it in my? Have I even subscribed to it? No, I have not. Let's load in. Come on, give it a refresh. Well, I was subscribed. Ugh. By the way, if anybody is enjoying the music, you can find these tracks on our YouTube channel. This is Lo-Fi TerraTech. Oh, here it is. It is here. Fine. Do we need to... This is so good. This is so good being able to set the energy and have them all power up instantaneously. Oh, honestly, this is the best. Why aren't you all loading? Oh, that's why. Power up instantly. Let's set that on and let's resume. So now all the things are going to open. So this is Sebi's Archeon. The description reads, it's an airship I made for fun with heavy use of decorative blocks such as trapdoor lasers and reticle research phalanx shield / armor. Not worthwhile for a fight, but somewhat balanced to fly. There are some skins, but I haven't got them installed, so I can't actually... we can't show it in its full entirety, but I think this thing looks great already. One thing though, Sebi, in your description it says, an airship I made for fun. I'm not going to pick on you. I'm not going to pick on this, but... I mean... Not, and again, I'm trying not to be pedantic or like nitpicky, but I mean, isn't this all about fun? By saying you're making it for fun, there's an implication that you do it for not fun or you do it professionally. And I've just realised that literally is what I do. It is literally my job to professionally make things in TerraTech. So maybe you are right. Maybe I'm the jerk. No, that's oh god, no, that's so terrible. I mean, I don't mean that. Please don't hate me, Sebi. Oh god. See, this is what I mean. I said this earlier in the stream. I am a people pleaser. If I feel like... Oh, okay, fine. Sebi says, some are for fun and cruising around. Others are for actual PvP duels. Fine. So dueling in PvP. Somnolence says they do it for free t-shirts. And Somnolence does it for free t-shirts. Cool. Awesome. All right, cool. Let's move on. Thank you, Sebi. This thing's great. By the way, I'm just for the record, this thing is brilliant. And I'm actually going to read what you wrote in Discord now. So like most techs, it features a high amount of cruise missiles and an advanced bridge design. An advanced bridge? Is this the bridge up here? Am I right in thinking this? Okay, so you got your phalanx shields, you got your reticle research shield projectors up there, yeah? Yeah. Man, this thing is neat. Let's go into photo mode. We can take a closer look. So I believe this thing is the bridge. This is a really neat use of the are these the fabricators? Hawkeye fabricators? Scrappers, sorry. Really neat use of the scrappers. Because they line up quite well with this Geocorp. What's this block called? The angled Geocorp block. Oh, I've got the hiccups. Have I got the hiccups? Chat. What's the best way to get rid of hiccups? Let me know. Come on, what's this one called? Oh yeah, thank you. There you go. I'm gonna have to hold my breath. I'm gonna hold my breath so I can get rid of my hiccups. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Did that work? Under no control says, I have the hiccups too. Sebi saying, you hold your breath for hiccups. Elvis is saying, drink water slowly. Cheetah is saying they also drink water. I would drink water. I would, if I had water, I would drink it. The only thing I've got is this stuff. I think this might make it worse. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is what gave me the hiccups in the first place. So, no thanks. And I can't really leave stream just to go and get some water. So, either we. I think I'm okay though. I think I've cured my hiccups with just holding my breath. Oh, Sebi coming with some science. This is great. Sebi saying it calms your diaphragm from overreacting to a non-existent excess of carbon monoxide in your lungs. That is knowledge, and not only I appreciate that, but I'm speaking for the whole of chat. That is good knowledge. That is really, really good knowledge. Yeah, I always wondered what with someone that I do suffer from. I get the hiccups quite a bit, and never actually questioned what it was. I just assumed it was just your body's dumb way of doing stuff, which I think under Sebi's description would still qualify as a dumb way for your body to deal with stuff. But very cool. Anyway, right. What I was going to do? What should we do with this thing? We've got 9 minutes left of stream. Ooh, crikey, sorry. What can we do? Can we? I mean, look, there's a lot to it, so I'm never really going to do this thing any justice. But let's talk about the things that I like. Using the shield projectors, brilliant. Really, really good use of the shield projectors. This is a really nice touch, having this sort of negative space, and having your massive Geocorp batteries, whatever these ones are called. I can never remember what they're called. That's a really nice touch. And if anything, that works so well. Hang on, stop moving for a second. Let me anchor you. Can I anchor you? Okay, fine. You're still probably going to shift. But let me... The negative space that you created using these Better Future standard blocks, they fit weirdly, almost like we've done it on purpose. They fit perfectly around the Geocorp Mega Battery. I want to call it the Mega Battery. Really, really, the attention to detail on this stuff is phenomenal. You've got Geocorp Resource Radar. You've got, missile spam coming out of the wazoo, which is good. But again, notice, here's a really top tip. Notice where Sebi has placed their missiles. None of these, although they do lift off before they shoot off, so placement isn't a huge problem for missiles in particular. Maybe that's what, again, is another reason that makes them really, really popular. But there's nothing obstructing them from firing, which is really, really good. Really cool use of these fins on the back. I'm running out of ways to say that this thing is really awesome. Oh, now this. I don't know if this was intended, Sebi, but here, watch this. If I'm currently anchored, right, and these scrappers are currently open to receive blocks to scrap, right? So if I unanchor, they're going to close up. I'm only saying I'll take it to the test range. Let's say we've got 5 minutes left of the stream. I'll take this thing to a test range. I think these scrappers need to have a better animation. Okay, it does. It opens really nicely, but it closes not nicely at all. That could even be a bug, I'll be honest. I feel like they should close as smoothly as they open. But look, if I anchor it, it's almost like it's ready to sort of have things docked. You know what I mean? It's almost like a docking station for some. So this is like the mothership. This is like, in Battlestar Galactica terms, because that's a niche frame of reference. Actually, it's not that niche. Everyone knows Battlestar Galactica. This would be the Battlestar Galactica, and this would be the port that Apollo flies in his ship in. Shuttle docks. Thank you, Sebi. Yes, that's what I meant. Shuttle docks. Right. Am I still anchored? I am. Brilliant. Let's unanchor. Let's return to teleporter. Let's go to the turret run. People wanted to do turret run, didn't they? Cheetah saying, community core speed run, any percent. Yeah, we're not going to get through all of the techs, the rest of the techs in this week's stream. So what I'll do is, I think this is the 4th tech. So there's still 6 techs to get through. So we'll showcase those on next week's stream. But also, at the start of next week's stream, I'm going to be showcasing some of the new stuff that's coming to TerraTech. So some of the new Space Junkers block, basically. So we'll start next week's stream with some new stuff. And then we'll go on to the remaining techs from this week's community core. Anyway, moving on. Let's just chuck this thing down the turret lane. I will ask, but while I'm doing it, but get your votes in. I'm gonna say it's a resounding yes. This thing will survive the turret lane. It's not gonna survive. It's gonna thrive in the turret lane. This thing is born to do this. We're not surviving. We're thriving. And it's looking good while it does it. So again, this is the benefit of this thing being a flyer. Like I mentioned earlier, one of the biggest literal obstacles of the turret lane isn't necessarily the turrets. It's all these loose blocks that you get that you end up getting stranded on. But obviously with a flyer, no problem there. We'll just fly over them. May even blow them up before we get a chance to get to them if it's strong enough. There may even be more. There may be more techs in the thread from the next Comcore stream. What do you mean, somnolence? Taku, hey Taku, how's it going? By the way, Taku on if anyone's watching on YouTube, Taku is the designer, so he is the one that's responsible for all this. As if anybody was really in any doubt, I didn't think this thing would struggle too much with the... Yeah, fine. Sebi, top work, as always. I don't even think we lost a block. I'd be surprised if we did. Top work, Sebi. Thank you so much. Look at that. 4 minutes left. Good stuff. By the way, everyone, he said send Taku. Taku's been a bit poorly. Taku's got a bout of the flu. So send Taku your love and your well wishes, because we like them. Oh, sorry, Panda Tower. Maybe getting confused. Taku is the designer for the game, not the builder of each tech. That would be so. That tech that we just saw was built by Sebi, who's in Twitch, watching on Twitch. Yeah, no, I think, and I can say this with some confidence, that nobody in Payload could build something as crazily good as that. And I'm not being modest. I'm just saying that the people that build the really, really cool stuff, like Sebi, pretty much all of the techs that you've seen today, wow, so good. Yeah. Oh, block design. Sorry, Panda Tower. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about how long have we got left? We've got 2 minutes left. So I'm going to talking of speed running. I'm going to speed run how we develop. I'm going to speed run describe how we develop TerraTech. Right. So TerraTech, there are 4 main disciplines. There's art. There's design, there's QA, there's code, and there's also production or producers, and also comms or community, which is what I do. So there might be, maybe there's 6 disciplines. The main one is art. So art are the artists. They're the 3D modelers. They're the ones that make the models, the way that the block looks, the way that the blocks interact with each other. That's down to the artists. So the artists are Rob and Anton. Shout out to Rob and Anton. We love them so much. So the ones that sort of that are in charge of the overall aesthetic, the look and feel of the blocks, and also of the game as a whole. Taku, who is the designer. So that's the other discipline, is the designer. They are the ones that are responsible for the ideas and the sort of implementation of the blocks. So they're the ones that will come up. They're the ones that will write a design brief and say, hey, I've had this cool idea for a block. I want a railgun that has 4 rail guns on it, and then we're going to call it a quad railgun. They'll take the idea. They'll give them some parameters, like it needs to be this big, it needs to be do this and this, and then art will design the model of that. And then go and do it, and so that's design. They do loads, but I'm for the sake of brevity and the fact that I'm speed running this. I'm being quite vague, I'm not doing the whole job. There's a lot more to it than that, but that's in a nutshell. The third main discipline really is code or programming, and they are the brains behind the operation. They're the ones that code how the functionality works. So if we come up with a new idea, generally we would need a Taku's timing me down. I think I'm doing quite well, actually. So code or programmers are the ones that add the functionality to the block, so the way that the game actually functions. They're the coders. So it's all kind of behind under the hood sort of stuff for the coders. So things like the so any new block that we make that has new functionality that requires, we call it code support, because it requires a coder's time to do stuff like that. So that's what the coders do. And then the producers, so Dave is our main producer, and it's their job to basically make sure that all these things are being done and on time and to within budget. And by budget, I don't mean like price. It's not like cost. Oh, I've run out of time. Damn it. Yeah. And then QA is obviously short for quality assurance, and it's their job to test all the new stuff, and to make sure that the game is running smoothly and there's no issues or bugs. And if there are bugs, to make sure that we know about them and that they are there and we can do that. And then it leaves me in comms, community management, which is I just sit here and do this and talk about stuff. The end. So there you go. Taku, time's up. I think I got it. I think I may have gone over my estimate a little bit, but I think I've smashed that. I think I smashed that speed run of job descriptions within the TerraTech team. Yeah, Cheetah says the end. Elvis says the 5-minute run is dead. 6 minutes is still possible. Yeah, I think we did it. We wrapped up in about 6 minutes. Thank you, Taku. Thanks, dude. That means a lot. Right, so with all that said and done, and all those shenanigans, world record missed by 7 seconds. No. Cool. Well, I'll leave it there. We'll be back next week. So if you want to see some of the new I'm not used to this yet. If you want, tune in next week, because we're going to be showcasing some of the new Space Junkers blocks. There's going to be, so that's very exciting. And then we're going to finish off the community core. So there's still 6 techs left. And I'll also open up the community core thread. So if you have anything you can tune in, or you can jump over to the thread, submit your tech, and we'll hopefully showcase it in next week's stream. Lovely. Right, I'm gonna have to go because I don't want to be here anymore. I'm bored. This is boring to me now. I am bored. No, I'm joking. that was unnecessarily harsh. Thank you so much to everybody for joining in today. I've had this is a solid stream. Nothing's gone really wrong apart from Steam mucking about. I could rattle it off, but I'm going to jinx it, so I'm not going to rattle off the reasons why this has been a good stream. Do you know why this has been a good stream? It's because chat's been really good. Chat, give yourselves a thumbs up, and make sure you tune in next week. I didn't call you boring, Panda. I just said, talking is boring. No, chat's amazing. Chat, I wouldn't be here, genuinely wouldn't be doing this if you guys weren't pushing me along the way. So yeah, please don't think I was saying that you guys are boring. Anyway, have a great week. Look after yourselves. Look after each other. We'll see you next week. Come join us on Discord. We're lovely. And yeah. Bye.